Pizza pictures! It's much easier to understand fractions when you draw the pizza pictures. Fill in the fractions. Where there are empty circles, colour them in. Okay, 1/2. Yes, that's 1/2. That's like, no, 3 plates, only a half left. 2 halves, 1/2, 2 halves, 1/2, 2 halves, 2 halves. 3 halves, 1, 2, 3 halves is written as a whole 1 and a half. 3 halves is a whole pizza and a half. 2 halves is a whole pizza. 4 halves, 1, 2, 3, 4 halves is equal to 2 pizzas. 5 halves is 2 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 halves. A whole pizza and a half a pizza. 2 and a half pizza. 5 halves. 3 halves. Down, 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 down. Thirds. That's 1/3. 1 pizza shared between 3 people is called 1/3. 1/3, yeah, that's right, I've drawn 1/3. 2/3, 1/3, 2/3. 3/3 to make a whole pizza. 2/3. 3/3 make a whole pizza. 1, 2, 3/3 make a whole pizza. 3/3 equals 1/3. 4/3. 4/3. 4/3 is a whole pizza. 1, 2, 3/3 makes a pizza. 4/3 is a whole 1 and a third. 5/3. 5/3 is written 5/3. That's an improper fraction because the top one is bigger than the bottom one. Some don't like it. 1, 2, 3/3 makes a whole pizza. There's 2 more thirds. 4, 5/3 is 1 and 2/3. That's the mixed number. Quarters. There's 1/4. 1/4. 1/4. 2 quarters. Oh, it needs an A. Quarters. 2/4. 2/4 is half. Look, 1, 2. That's the same as a half. That's a half a pizza. 2 quarters equals half a pizza. 3 quarters. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter which ones you shade, just as long as you shade 3 of them. 4 quarters. 4 quarters is written 4/4. That's a whole 1. 1, 2, 3. 4 quarters makes a whole 1. 5 quarters, the improper fraction, also called a top-heavy fraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters. 5 quarters is worth a whole 1 and 1/4. 1 and 1/4 is the mixed number. 1/5, doing the fifths. There's 1/5 shaded, breaking up the circle into 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only one of them is shaded to do 1/5. 2/5. 2 of them are shaded. 2/5 looks like that. Fifths. Now there's a strange F in fifths. It's a weird word to spell. 1, 2, 3/5. 3/5, 3/5. 4/5 is nearly a whole 1. 4/5. Good. 5/5 is a whole 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/5, a whole 1. If the number on the top and the number at the bottom are the same, you've got a whole 1. 6. 1/6. I've split the pizza up into 6 pieces. Only one of them's been shaded for 1/6. 2/6. 2/6 is the same as a third. Have a look up here. It's the same size as a third. Half the top, so you half the bottom. 2/6 is the same as a third. 3/6. Shade them in. 1, 2, 3. It's best if you shade them in all close to one another. Then you can see that 3/6 equals a half. 3/6 is 1/2. Divide by 3 the top. So you divide by 3 the bottom. 4/6. Oh God, I've got to break that into 6 first. 1, 2, 3. 4/6 is equal to 2/3. Half the top, so you half the bottom. 4/6 is equal to 2/3. 5/6. Drawing 6. 5/6, shading 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/6 is written 5/6. It's nearly a whole 1. 6 sixths is a whole 1. Sevenths. 1/7, even less amount of pizza. 1 pizza shared between 7 people. 1/7. 2/7, shade in 2 of them. They're slightly smaller than sixths. 3/7, shade in 3 of them. You can shade in any 3 you like. 4/7, 4/7 is 4/7. 4 shading for 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/7 is slightly more than a half a pizza. 5/7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/7. 1/8. 1/8. Made it into 8 pieces, only shaded 1. 2/8 is the same as a quarter. 2/8 is that much. That's much is the same as a quarter. Half the top, so you half the bottom. Half of 2 is 1. Half of 8 is 4. Divide by 2. If you divide by 2 the top, you have to divide by 2 the bottom. 3/8. Make sure there's 8 of them to start with. Shade in 3. 1, 2, 3/8 is 3/8. Doesn't simplify. 4/8 does simplify. 4/8 is make sure there's 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, shade in 4/8. 4/8 is the same as 1/2. 4/8. Divide by 4 the top, because 4 and 8 are both in the 4 times table. Divide by 4. 4/8 equals a half. 5/8. To get 8, make it into quarters and then halve all the quarters. 5/8 is slightly more than a half. 5/8 is written 5/8. Draw 4 quarters in a circle. 5 quarters in circles. 4 quarters. 5 quarters. Draw 4 sixths in a circle. 4 6. Cut it up into 6 pieces. No, that doesn't work. Cut it up into 6 pieces. First of all, do the big white. Cut it up into thirds. Then half each third. Draw 4 6. 1, 2, 3 sixes, a half. 4 6. There. 4/6, both in the 2 times table. Half the top, half the bottom. 4 6 is worth 2/3. 3/3 is a whole 1. 7/7 is a whole 1. 5 quarters is 1 1/4. 9/8 is 1 1/8, because 8/8 is a whole 1. My name's Good Luck Gary. I teach in the international schools in Hong Kong. Press like, press subscribe. If your mum wants me to help you in the evening with your maths, then she should contact me with goodluckgaryhk@gmail.com. Bye!